So, what's going on, people? I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday, a good hump day and shit, you know. Y'all see that presidential speech last night? That went about the way they always go, you know. But y'all's president is clearly off his motherfucking meds. Or he's on his meds, too many of them. But I listened to little snippets and little clips because I can't sit through a whole Donald Trump speech. And, you know, it's typical him, you know, he all over the place, he off topic, he, you know, lying and all of this. And my man, I think his name was Congressman Al Green, held up a sign that said, "Black people are not apes." Ilhan Omar was yelling at him. Rashida Tlaib was yelling at him. You know, starting to get pretty raucous in the State of the Union speech. But it don't matter. The midterms are coming up. Everything gonna moderate. I already told y'all he told the Supreme Court to, you know, go kick rocks. He gonna put his tariffs on anyway. I don't know if that's really gonna happen because Donald Trump is such a failure. I mean, I ain't just saying that because I don't like the dude, and I don't like the dude. Don't get it twisted. But everything that Donald Trump tried to come up with so far in this administration been a failure. I mean, it ain't nothing worked. At one time, I thought his immigration policy was gonna work, but no, because he hired a bunch of Neanderthal-ass thugs and idiots and pretenders to do the job. So they out there, you know, unaliving people and they out there murking people in the middle of the street. So that ain't working either. They snatching up the wrong people. I mean, don't get it twisted though. A lot of people are still getting put in these detention camps. But I'm thinking a lot of them going to get let out, or most of them going to get let out as soon as the administration changes, or they should get let out. We're going to see what happens with that. But right now, don't get it twisted. A lot of people are still getting quietly locked up. Just like the cops, you know, they still kill people every day. And you just don't hear about it. You just don't hear about it because it'll drive the people back out into the streets. So they don't talk about that. But trust and believe it's still happening. You know. So that's going to stay the same. And it doesn't matter who is in the White House. And speaking of the White House, I was goddammit trying to listen to the next performer to come and occupy the White House, and I thought it was going to be California Governor Gavin Newsom. I thought it was going to be him, but it still might be him because, you know, he is a white man, and he is governor of the largest state in the union, the most populous state in the union, not the largest state, but the most populous state in the union. So it still might be him. But he said some dumb shit that, I don't know, in the wrong side of my motherfucking nature about black people. Why do these motherfuckers always think that black people, we don't work, we can't read, we don't pay our bills, we don't respect the law, all we do is... Why every time they got some fucked up joke they be trying to tell at black people's expense, it's some negative shit. Oh, I'm just like y'all, I can't read either. Some shit he said like that. But here it goes. When they say that shit, It speaks right to what they really believe in their natural self. Really. They really believe that shit. And they still expect you to come out and vote for them because you're not the Republican. And then I'm seeing also Kamala Harris is thinking about another run for president. This will be her third time running. Maybe the third time will be the charm, I don't know. But this will be her third time running. And I promise you, I don't care how bad the white man is, whatever white man come up and he not a Republican, he probably gonna beat her. Whatever white man come up, and he not a Republican, he probably gonna beat Kamala Harris if she run for president again. Because Kamala, as good as her policies is, as good as her policies are, she is not good in front of a camera. She doesn't debate well. You feel me? And she also has a nigga problem. So we're just gonna have to wait and see who we vote for president, because Gavin Newsom, oh, and he killed the California reparations bill too. Well, he didn't kill it. He had his cronies do it. But Gavin Newsom is not my guy. He's just not. If it come down to him or J.D. Vance, I'll vote for him. If them the only two, I ain't voting. We can't have another fucking Republican in the White House. Not somebody connected to Donald Trump anyway. We can't have that. We can't have nobody like Donald Trump ever again occupy that place. But if Gavin Newsom runs against Kamala Harris in the primary, in the Democratic primary, they're going to nominate Gavin Newsom. That's what direction they're. I'm making that prediction 2 years out. You feel me? 2 whole years out, I'm making that prediction. Because Gavin Newsom, he don't like niggas either. There, I said it. So, Kamala might have to approach the presidential election from a different angle. She might have to embrace her blackness. But she can't embrace it too much because, she got to go home and embrace her Caucasian husband. So there's that. So the truth, I guess it boils down to this. I ain't seen who I'm going to vote for yet. I haven't seen who I want to vote for yet. Throw their hat in the ring and say I'm going in for 2028. I ain't seen nobody yet that I really can vote for. I know who I don't want to vote for. I don't want to vote for no Republican. But I haven't seen a Democrat yet who I can support. Maybe there'll be somebody out there. You dig me? I ain't voting. I don't think AOC is who I'm vote for. No. We're not going to have the Cortez girl out there. I ain't voting for her either. And, like I said many times, the black vote is who you got to court. The black vote swings the election one way or the other way. All that's got to happen is a few of us stay home. All we need is less than 15% of us to eligible voters to not vote and stay the fuck home. That's all we gotta do, and we swing the election. But if all of us come out there and throw our support behind one candidate, that candidate gonna win. The Democrats and the Republicans usually break down the middle. Hispanics usually lean towards the Republicans, although they might not do that now because of this deportation shit. And usually the tiebreaker is the black vote. Usually. But, we in some motherfucking unusual times, ain't we? You dig me? So, I haven't seen my person yet. But Gavin Newsom, he ain't the one. Anyway, what y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. Hit me with a subscribe or a like. I would very much appreciate it. TC, and I'm out. Peace.